Cam, boy, get up. You know we got a doctor's appointment to go to, and I don't want to be late waiting on you all day. And I cooked this morning, so don't you let it get cold.
Man, look, for the past 4 or 5 months, Yana been having pregnancy symptoms on and off. And I know it's long overdue, but now we finally got a doctor's appointment scheduled. And I'm excited yet nervous to find out what the outcome is. But anyways, Yana the type of girl that don't like to be late to anything. So let me go ahead and get ready before I get in trouble. I'm gonna catch y'all when I get over there. So look, y'all, as we expected, we do in fact have a child on the way. And even though it wasn't in my plans to be nobody OG this soon, I'm actually excited, and I think Yana more nervous than excited. But I let her know we gonna be great parents, and the baby's gonna for sure be loved. Now soon we should be able to find out the gender, but y'all let me know in the comments if y'all a team boy or a team girl. Now when I got back to the crib, I had to get that news to a couple people back home. Now if y'all been locked into my episodes for a minute, then y'all know the first person I called was JB. And I ain't gonna lie, I think he was a little more excited than we was.
Hey, let's go, my dog finna have a little junior running around.
The next person I for sure had to tell was my uncle that I stayed with when I was in Chicago. After giving me a quick lecture, he let me know he was excited for me and told me that he just know I'ma be a great dad. After getting off the phone with them, Yana thought it would be a good idea to invite her parents over, and that's how she would deliver the news. Now her parents is cool and all, and they accepted me from day one. Now I'm already knowing her mom gonna be full of excitement and joy, but her dad, reason to believe he's very protective over his daughter. And on top of that, he an ex-gang member that turned his life around. But then again, he know I'm a good guy, so I think it might go over pretty smooth. I mean, he'll probably just say something like,
Ay, 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 no quiere ver esto.
Are you crazy, man? Getting my daughter pregnant?
Relax, man, I'm joking. But you better take care of my daughter and Benigno.
Hey, he definitely had me that first half, but as y'all can see, things went over smoothly. We talked a little bit, and after her parents left, me and Yana talked for a long time. We ready to take on this next chapter in our life. I'm definitely gonna have a lot on my mind going into my next game, but I'm gonna dedicate my performance to my child. Game number 5 on the season, we going up against Texas, and as I stated before, it's a lot on my mind, but all good things, so I'm finna ball out. My first reception of the game came off of a short end route for about 5 yards. We just getting warmed up. We end up facing a 3rd and 3, and if y'all watched the last video, y'all know they going to me for that first down every time, which I'm able to grab off of this sling. Later, they put me on a quick comeback route, but I'm trying to get 6, and the defense is too late to pick up on that, giving me my first touchdown of the game on the 2nd drive. We missed the field goal, Texas scoring, they up 1, and I break off my route where the QB would find me open to snag that first down. We end up scoring on our 3rd drive to put us up 13-7 against Texas, and I break off my route to pick up a huge amount of yards, still forming a defender, but end up being tackled. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, I end up finding a gap in the defense, and so does the quarterback getting us close to that end zone. We end up having to settle for a field goal, and I start off this next drive, beating the DB off the press and getting us up to the 18-yard line. 3rd and 1, we wouldn't have made this conversion if I didn't make this nice sliding grab, but you know I'm good for it. I was cooking this whole drive, beating the DB off the line, going in, then popping out to receive a nice amount of yards. I was able to get back-to-back plays as the QB dots me up. I'm able to bring it past the first down to the 43-yard line. I end up beating that DB off the line once again, sticking to the dig route, getting a little separation from the defense, getting us closer to that end zone. And that defense was invisible on this drive, sticking to my post, and the QB delivers a beam to get us all the way to the red zone. And putting in all that work on this drive could have been rewarded if I would have just stuck my arm out for the touchdown, but unfortunately we out of bounds. 2 minutes left in the 4th, the score is 21-29. I'm trying to widen the gap as I take off and pick up a nice amount of yards before being brought down at the 10. And the refs must have been paid. I swear I should have left the game with 2 touchdowns, but they say it's not one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. So we still got in that end zone, and we win the game with the score being 36-28, and now it's time to take it on to the next one. 6th game of the season, we up against Texas A&M, and man, let me be the first to tell y'all, they definitely had a game plan for us. My first reception of the game came off a post corner, ran to perfection as the quarterback throws a dot. I'm taking this down the sideline, pushed out at the 52, and I'm thinking, what a way to start off my night. A few plays later, I end up running the out route. The QB throws a dot, and I'm able to bring that up close to the 30. But this is where things start getting sticky. I find space in the defense, the QB goes my way, and the cornerback plays that perfectly, winding up as an interception on the opening drive. Luckily, they don't go down and score, but that pick must have threw the QB off, because for the rest of the night, there was a lot of passes like this, which were just inaccurate. And as our quarterback was already shook, things get even worse as he fumbles, and Texas is able to recover that, and he take off for that end zone, and no one's able to catch him, giving them a 6-0 lead off of our second turnover in the game. It was making sure I wasn't getting open all night with pass deflections. Even when the pass was completed, they was making sure I wasn't breaking loose. I ain't gonna lie, I was getting frustrated, and as y'all can see, the QB was frustrated also. You could tell our team was starting to get rattled. We was just not clicking for the most part. But eventually, I would grab another reception for a good amount of yards off this post corner, bring us close to the 50. A few plays later, I can see the DBs playing the deep ball. I turn it to a comeback route and pick up that first down. Very next play, I stick to my route and the QB finds me open right away. They whiff on that tackle and end up bringing me down after a gain of 10. We finally start to put some plays together after I gained separation from the defense. QB throws a dot to get us inside the 10. DB tried to press and I beat him off of that. QB finds me and we get our first 6 points on the board. After scoring that touchdown, I'm just hoping the team can gain some momentum. A&M go down and add 3 to their total. The QB hits me on this quick slam, but I'm not able to get that first down. They'll end up converting on the last drive, and A&M add another 3 to their total. But I receive a dot and take that up past the first down mark. I'll follow that up with another reception, much like the one before, getting us about 10 yards. We got 4 seconds left till half, and I'm trying to make a big play to get us on that board again. And I do make a highlight head tapping 2 defenders, but it's not enough to get us a touchdown. Starting off the third quarter, me and the quarterback is not on the right foot, which winds up incomplete. On the 3rd and 10, me and the QB connect, but it's not for enough to get us that first down. I'm telling y'all, the defense was on it all night. And this is the first time in a very long time that I could say I was strapped. They was definitely watching film and they had a plan for me. But eventually, I was able to pick up some much needed yards, receiving a dot by the QB to get us inside the 20. They would all come crashing down as I gained some separation, but he threw the ball too late, which wound up giving him his second interception of the game. They scored, and it is now the 4th quarter, and we only have 7 points on the board. So we trying to do anything we can to get back in this game. But the defense was sitting on everything. But we ain't lose hope. We put a few plays together, which wound up giving us another touchdown scored by me to put us down 1 score against A&M. But we did not leave ourselves enough time on the board, which led to us losing the game that we should have won. But it's too early in the season for us to hang our heads down, so we just got to get it back in the next one. Game number 7 of the season, we coming off a hard loss and going up against Ole Miss. And I ain't trying to take another L, so I'm finna show out. We moving down that field, and I get my first reception breaking out, which I probably shouldn't have done, but at least it wound up completed, getting us closer to that end zone. Later, I would beat the DB off a slant, and the QB would find me, getting us 6 points on that board. And we already starting off way better than the last game. Ole Miss go down and tie the game up, and I receive another pass off of this flat to get us about 11 yards. A few plays later, I end up sticking to my route. The QB finds me open. Defense is whiffing on tackles. I'm able to break out of them. And as I take off, I see I got 4 people to beat. So I make a sharp cut inside and give myself another highlight, hopping my way into the end zone. Ole Miss ties the game up again, and I break off for another nice reception to get us up to the 40-yard line. A few plays later, I beat the DB off the line and stick to my route as the QB finds me open. We marching down that field. It's 3rd and 7. We need that first down, and you know where they gonna go to. Even though last game I was struggling, I'm able to snag us that first down and keep the drive alive. After a few good plays, we get right by that end zone, and I see the DB trying to run the route for me, so I just cut back. I make the grab, but it's not enough to get us a touchdown. We end up scoring, and Ole Miss tacks on 3 to their total. And instead of sticking to my go route, I make a cut inside, which got us about 10 yards. 20 seconds left before the half. I'm trying to get us that lead, so instead of sticking to that post corner, I cut inside, which wound up being a good decision as I make my way to the end zone and add on 6 to our lead. Coming back from halftime, Ole Miss ended up making it a 3-point game once again. It's all good because I stick to my route and find myself open, so does the QB. I make my way to the end zone once again. I told y'all I don't plan on taking no more L's. Next drive, and we up 10 against Ole Miss, and I fake a cut in, then pop out, and QB throws a beautiful ball to get us up to the 40. We end up having to settle for a field goal, and Ole Miss scored. I gain separation, and the QB finds me for a good amount of yards. Very next play, I beat the DB off the press, make a cut inside, and receive a dot to get us up past the 30. I end up cooking the defense again, sticking to my route, receiving a pass and picking up around 10 yards. So we come back from that loss in a close game against Ole Miss with the score being 39-41. But nevertheless, it's still a dub, and we looking to start our winning streak back. Hopping into game number 8, we going up against LSU. Which ain't gonna be no walk in the park, but like I said, we ain't taking no more L's. My first reception came off of this dig, which was almost intercepted, but I'm able to grab it. As y'all can see, no one catching me as I make my way to the end zone. Off of my first reception to get us 6 on that board. Ain't no better way to start the game off. LSU goes down and ties the game up, and I turn this route into a slant, which the QB is able to find me on for a gain of 9 yards. So we don't score on that last drive, but LSU does, and I pick up a nice reception to get us up close to the 50. Later that drive, I would end up breaking out instead of sticking to my route, and the QB finds me open to get us another 6 on that board. 30 seconds left in the half, and LSU scores to put them up again. This play, I break in and pop back out to create that separation and pick up 6 yards along the way. Coming back from the half, I pick up a nice reception, gaining separation from the defense, and the QB goes my way to get us up past the 30 before being suplexed. 3rd and 10, and I'm trying to get more than the first down as I take off the corner sticking with me, so I break in, receive a dot, shake off a few tackles before being brought down in the red zone. We go down and score, but so does LSU, and I'm trying to tie the game up, sticking to my route, taking us all the way up to the 25. Very next play, I'm right back making another big reception. The QB goes my way, and I get us within the 10-yard line. Instead of me going with a dig, I turn it into an out route, receive a dot, but they stop me right before I get into the end zone. We end up scoring, and LSU goes up 3 points. I stick to my route as the QB finds me to make a nice toe tap grab. Don't score on that drive. It's 3 minutes left in the 4th. LSU is still up 3, and I make a nice catch to get us up past the 30. Instead of sticking with the post corner, I make a cut inside, receive a dot, and pick up a few yards before being brought down. With 50 seconds left on the clock, QB throws a beautiful ball to the wideout. He's able to break out of a few tackles and make his way to the end zone as I block for him, giving us a late lead against LSU with 42 seconds left on the clock. We end up taking another close dub against LSU, start up a new winning streak with 2 dubs back-to-back. Thank y'all all for tuning in. This is where I'll be ending the video. Make sure y'all are tapping into this season because it's gonna be lit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.